There is a very possible chance that our hall is haunted. We apologize one more time. I am still DrMarxout. Our tables match still about to go on. Hopefully we don't have this many difficulties when we're in Japan in 2 weeks. Because that would just be awful. Table match. Ending of an era. It's not even an era, they fought twice. Ending of a rivalry. This Canadian charisma making his way down here. Apparently dipped into some of that healthcare budget to buy himself some pyro. I didn't know we cleared him for that. As I was saying before our last cutout, we will very realistically have tables involved in some capacity. Hashtag half the brains. No match will be decided, just strictly 3 count or submission. DP makes his way back into the arena. Picked up that win last week. Technically a draw and then a win in very dominating fashion over one half of your Supernova Pro Tag Team Champions during Evan Gate last week. So we seen him pick up that win over Evan Richards. Looks to continue that upward trend here. I'm being told that if by some weird twist we black out again, we will tape the remainder of our matches. And we will get them uploaded into our on-demand section. I cannot promise audio, but I can promise we will get those matches to you. As this table match is a go chase immediately outside. DP giving chase. Both men thinking the same idea here. Each man's got wood. First bit of offense here, standing front drop kick by DP. Lays into the back as Chase St. Louis with it. Could be looking for minute rice here. Beautiful Rana takedown. Looks like he bounced his head off of that other table. Stopping the elbow joint now. Looks like he's thinking for Tyrion DDT, gets stuffed. And a standing dropkick by Chase St. Louis now. As DP hooked up and over with that suplex onto that down table. Dragon screw. Looks like DP's leg kicked out the leg of that other table. Probably the safest and smartest thing that could have happened. Canadian whip, diving forearm by Chase. Follows it up with a drop kick to the spine. Sets that table back up in the center of the ring here. Chase stops himself on that fallen table. Has a hold of DP. Slingshots him back as they both kick out that other table. Sets him up on that. Gets pushed off by DP. Grabs him one more time. Hooks him back up on the table. Bounces him face first off of it. Has him up. Drops with that snake eyes in the corner. Going for the joke. DP fights his way out. Snaps the leg down. DP looking for a measure of revenge. Gets shoved off by Chase. Beautiful German suplex. Going to work on the legs now. Delivers that elbow to the inside of the knee of DP. Fighting back with a hip toss. Exchange on him now. Has DP up on the shoulders. Takes him down with the wrestling hold. If he was another foot and a half the opposite direction, he would have went through that table. Fighting off the ground with the up kick. Front style slam onto Chase San Luis. DP feeling himself here. Sets him up on that table. Could be thinking high risk here. Dives in with that splash and shoves and gets him. DP officially your winner. I'm surprised he got that far across the ring. The table would be used as a weapon multiple times here. In the end, DP saw that opportunity to slingshot himself in. Would deliver that corkscrew crossbody, which would shove Chase San Luis through that table. The remnants of that war still scattered in the ring here. We get set for women's action here. Is Beck Wild making her re-debut now that she's fallen under the spell of the undefeated Skeevy Ray Vaughan? We've seen her emerge in her match a couple weeks ago in the corner of the Gentlemen's Club against her brothers. While the Gentlemen's Club can't pick up a win over the Wild Stallions, looks like Skeevy's gotten a win on all three. Heyo. Shannon Higgins' resume speaks for itself. Multiple contenderships to titles, has yet to actually get a one-on-one shot for a women's championship here. Beck Wild is our inaugural women's champion. Held that until the week after World War E, where she would drop that to Valentina. Beck would make it to the finals of the Betty White Invitational, only to fall to Kamoko Kanemaru. Both their teams fell in the first round of the Golden Girls Classic. Beck's match, not so impressive. Higgins and her tag team partner Luna Osgood, though, put on the match of the tournament against your ultimate runners-up in the Yamamoto clan. Whereas Wild and her tag team partner Kitty Barnes fell to the winners in Project Mayhem. Closing the hair change, but that energy that Beck hasn't. Being flanked by your undefeated Skeevy Ray Vaughn, keeper of the Pyro budget. Whole lot of Canada in these last two matches. Fans here in the storm shelter not knowing what to make of Beck here. Pretty sure she's wearing more makeup now than she wore the entire first half of our season. We await the entrance of the former Fomori member. Is that where we're going with now? Shannon Higgins back here in the storm shelter. Most dangerous striker across the triad in the women's divisions. I'd still say she's a top 6 striker if you include the men. If she wins, she might be backstage, Becky. I don't ask questions involving Skeevy and his goings-on. I just know he pays for the Pyro budget. And he wins matches. He wins one-on-one matches. Is Iggy set? Both these women looking to get back into contention for that women's title. Held by CC Bones right now. I mean, it's Wizards obviously #1. There's no getting around that. And Iggy models herself as a female wizard, so... Women's singles action is a go. We open with women's tag action. Standing switch on the waistlock. Back with the takedown. Delivers that knee to the spine of Iggy. It's hard to strike if you can't stand up. Back with that rising knee. I'm strangely comfortable with that lineup. And then I honestly might put DJ 404 behind Palmer. That back elbow by Beck, just nothing to it. Has a hold of the arm of Iggy. Shannon with the flip out. Lucha style takedown. Drops Beck with the face buster on the knee. That low kick. Higgins with that flip out X-Plex. Looking at the undefeated Skeevy Ray Vaughn as she does it and then running the ropes for good measure just because she can. Back with a very Irish whip, gets caught with that single leg drop kick on the way in. Higgins with the slingshot. Wild fighting back with the jawbreaker. Off that super poofy hair, gets caught with the clothesline on the way back in. Figure fours that neck going for elbows. Beck fighting her way out of it. Quick snap suplex to Shannon Higgins, takes her down across the center of the ring. Beck thinking Munchkin Lane DDT, gets caught with the rising knee. Iggy with another triple knee strike. Back up and over the tilt-a-whirl neck breaker. Not a lot of one-on-one between these two on televised. They've fought at house shows. Iggy ducks that dropkick attempt. Gets turned with that looping right. Dropped in that snapback suplex. First cover attempt of the match. Only gets a 1 count. Beck figure fours the neck, not going for the elbows. Iggy fights her way out of it. Anything you can do, I can do with bigger, redder hair. Iggy has Beck up on the shoulders. Drops her in the alley-oop, not capitalized. Try to choke the life out of Beck Wild with that boot. Right in front of the Budweiser black belt. Iggy runs into a knee from Beck and then takes her down with that Firewoman's carry. Corkscrew leg drop sister, stealing a page out of Iggy's book. Beck falls into the cover. Yet another 1 count here. Back to work with that drop kick across the back. Higgins fighting up with an arm breaker. Went for the mid kick, gets caught and elbowed on top of the knee. Back with another belly to back suplex. Belly to back suplex. Finally gets that elbow set she was looking for. Trying to outstretch that arm, trying to make a tap out here. The arms are not what you have to worry about from Shannon Higgins, though. Dropping a pair of rights, trying to break the hold, gets out of it. Snapmare's back, dead center of the ring. Looking for that 1993 surfboard. Single leg face breaker. Higgins pulls into her first cover attempt of the match. Gets her first 1 count. Back with the diving splash. Slightly less than lost art of the mid-range jumper. And Higgins trying to outstretch that right arm now. These women going move for move against each other. Beck set into that corner with a very Irish whip. Like Iggy was going for the unlucky charms. Gets booted in the face. Takes her down with that drop toe hold. Beck set back across, neutral corner. Higgins with that shot down low. Looks like the Heroes are still back in another match, as we're getting another super kick salvo here. This is Higgins with those unlucky charm super kicks. Measuring Beck here, looking for the collidable. That modified wizard kick gets all of it. And the second most deadly striker in the triad picks up another win here. Back and forth action between these two. Beck showing that power game with those variations on those suplexes rather, would break out an Higgins corkscrew leg drop. I don't know if she did it specifically for chippy stacks, but she appreciates the chippy stacks. That nasty single leg code breaker. Would deliver the unlucky charm super kicks, which would then ultimately lead into that collidable kick right behind the ear. There's only one person that does it better. He's the GOAT for a reason. We love the Stackworth here. If we can't have the facts, Chip has the facts. So we get set for our main event. Mighty in his last defense of that Blitz Division Championship. If he wins here against Cade, we'll relinquish it, and we will crown a new champion at #HalfTheBrain. Cade, who had that iron grip on the Super Junior division in high class, would lose his first one-on-one match there to Blanco Guerrero, and with it, that title. He was crazy before this weekend. He's even worse now. Let's let that sink in. We've actually placated Mega Ran. He is in the back. He actually tried to go after both Mighty and Cade before they got up to the gorilla position. Of course, in order to keep him from ruining this match, we had to promise him a spot in the Kaiju Throwdown at Half the Brains. That big old Haas fight we've been promising you, everyone, that will be for Bake's Headhunter Championship. That's in 2 weeks, right now. We got Blitz action. On Blitz. For Blitz by Blitz. Our ring announcer, Roro, making her paycheck tonight. Cade took on Superstar earlier today in a losing effort, but looked good against the hybrid champion. He's gone back to his home in the Super Juniors Blitz division, light heavyweight division, where he knows. Has been on an upward swing here in Blitz after starting off famously slow. Picked up that win for his team in that 8-man match last week against Killer Ox. Looking to be the first junior to claim gold across two of the 4 promotions here in the Triad. But in order to do that, he must take on the second most dominant man we've got here. Mighty has not lost in singles competition yet this year. His only losses have come in tag team matches and multi-man matches. Has proudly worn that Blitz division title since insert coin to continue. After last week's match with Ray Damonio and Iceman, Ray was going into #HalfTheBrains without a challenger. Mighty pulling back that oft-forgotten option C. Says he will, unless he wins that belt, he will not move up full-time to the division. But he honestly feels like they are the 2 very best here we have in Blitz. He thought it was high time they had a match. Has said he will not relinquish that title directly to Cade. It's going to make him earn it. Your challenger from Pittsburgh, weighing 204 pounds, your former high-class wrestling Super Junior champion, representing Project Mayhem, Cade. Also from Pittsburgh, your reigning and defending Blitz Division champion in his last title match. Weighing 201 pounds, Mighty Marcus. Representing High and Mighty. That tag team he's in with his mentor, Bake. Hand over that title for the last time. Whether or not it's because of relinquishment, whether or not it's because he's going to lose here, we will find out in our main event here. Cade looks ready, Mighty looks ready. Their first one-on-one match. Finally a go. Cade just laying down the strike combinations quick. Drops Mighty into that neck breaker. The absolute aggression of Cade here. Rising knee to the midsection. Takes Mighty down with the Fez press, just dropping bombs. Cade looking to make minute race here of the champion. Spins him out with the game over. Dead center of the ring, falls into the cover. Mighty kicks out at 2.9. Says he ain't going out like that. Sent Sterner first into that corner. Cade connects here. Maybe Mighty should have just stayed down with the game over. Has Mighty up. Drops him with a horrible night for a curse. Only one man's kicked out of it all year. And Mighty is not number 2. We have a new Blitz Division champion. There was that game over that has spelled the end for so many of Cade's opponents this season. Mighty would kick out of it, but in hindsight, maybe he should have just taken the easy way out and stayed down from that. Cade would then go into the horrible night for a curse, that just gross brainbuster. And Chippy Stacks with the Chippy Facts. Cade, the first junior to hold belts in two promotions in the triad. Val Savage being the first, Bake being the second. And Cade will now take on Power Cat at #HalfTheBrains. And if Mighty can stand up, he'll get Ray Damonio. And the Blitz division just got a whole lot crazier, darker, and more insane. And that's going to do it for us here on Storm. Took us 3 parts, but we did it, damn it. So for all the boys and girls in the back, for Mighty, but more importantly for your new Blitz Division champion, Cade, I have been your voice of choice, DrMarxout, signing off. We're going to be trying to bring you a remedy this week, and then, if not this week, then next. And then we'll have Storm, and then we'll have #HalfTheBrains in 2 weeks from Japan. Have a good night.